methods.
Oh mate, you seriously broke my legs this morning.
Good, that's what I'm here for.
Thanks. So, I'm going to do a bit of a vlog with Scott. We're going to talk a little bit about the 8 week it's currently ongoing. Got some questions that have been submitted by the members. Got some questions that have been submitted by his bride-to-be.
I'm worried about these ones more than anything.
Made it quite funny actually, like a decent sense of humour. And then a little bit of a quick fire round at the end just to understand a little bit more about Scott, but to try and allay a few little myths about food and supplements and stuff like that for you guys as well. So, first and foremost, first question is, what is the benefit of doing an 8 week challenge with Caveman Training?
Benefit of it is you're going to learn a lot. If you've never done one before, you'll learn a hell of a lot about nutrition, because that's the other side of the thing that people don't get. So your training's all in, it's a set volume, which most people can get to grips with. It's the food side that's tough, and what people struggle with. So the 8 week challenge gives you all that information that you need. And when you've done it, you go away and you know a lot more about what you should be putting in your bodies and the amounts that you should be putting in your bodies, and what can help you to, what most people want is to burn a bit of body fat.
So, next question is, obviously there's two types of 8 week available. There's hypertrophy and there is fat loss, both pretty similar in price. What is the difference between the two of them? Because quite a few people have asked me, have asked that question.
So, I mean, hypertrophy in its sense of the term, what the word means to grow. So you're looking at one where you're looking trying to burn some body fat, and the other one you're looking to try and grow some muscle tissue. To be honest, with the packs that they are, it's just depending on what way people prefer to train. So the hypertrophy pack, some people have done it, and they're still looking for body fat loss, but they like to train in the gym, doing the weights-based sessions a little bit more than the cave side. Either way, you can still get body fat loss from doing both. Really, for the true sense of hypertrophy, people really need to be lean in the first place, so you can start building muscle tissue that they can see. Because there's no person, like somebody like me who sits in, it's like naturally it's around about 80% body fat. If I did a hypertrophy program where my calories are high and I'm just looking to build size, unless I get leaner first, I'm not going to see the difference, because I'm still covered in a layer of body fat that I might need to shift before I can see the difference in that. So both ways you're probably going to get fat loss if that is your goal. And then again, the hypertrophy one is just because some people really love those group sessions, and you do get a lot of benefits in terms of what it does to your body composition by doing those sessions. So both ways, it's up to the mental to take you through the program and discuss with you what your goal is, which we sort of guide you through, and obviously it's your goal, but whatever you want to do. If someone comes to me and say, I want to be massive, so we're going to push those calories up.
So I mean, they get to eat cake and donuts and...
No, because again, that's the old bulking cutting mentality that doesn't, in my opinion, it just doesn't work. Bulking is just a term for people who want to eat shit. If you want to eat shit, eat shit. I have no crimes. If I want to eat shit, I'm going to eat shit. I'm not doing it for bulk, I'm doing it because I want to be greedy. I have a bad relationship with food, and if I want to do it, I'm going to do it. But I know it's not going to have a good effect on, I might build a bit of muscle tissue, but you can do that by taking the calories over by 100 calories, 200 calories, not 2,000 calories. Just because you're taking 2,000 calories extra doesn't mean you're going to move a massive amount more muscle tissue than if you do 200.
So what is the benefit of doing cave versus static cardio? So say your standard 20-minute out session videos that you see and your standard just gym sessions.
The main thing with cave is based around, it's always based around resistance training. So the group sessions are just pretty much resistance training. In terms of fitness levels, cave is awesome for that, because you're working fast, you're moving on to, it's fast paced, there's not a lot of rest. But it's always based around resistance training. You've always got your big lifts working in the cave class, you've got your deadlifts, you've got your squat, you've got your bench presses, the big bang for your buck stuff. So by doing a session that people class as cardio, you're actually shifting a little bit of weight. There's always weight options, so people can lift a bit heavier. So rather than just doing the cardio, if you go out for a run, you've got no chance you're going to stimulate your muscle tissue at all. Pretty much all you're doing is putting a lot of wear and tear on your joints, and you're burning calories. That's all you do. Whereas if you come into cave, you're actually stimulating muscle tissue depending on the setup as you go around. And there's always going to be those big stations that Adam wants us to put on all the time, the modified strongman stuff, the resistance training side, but mixed in with that cardio that gives you that fitness boost. So it's that side of it that I find for me works really well. Because we're not even thinking about it, my lifts can actually increase, so I can actually get stronger just by lifting through K classes, which I'm finding at the moment. I'm feeling good. I'm just doing the K classes.
So, bringing back to question on food before we move on to some of the member specific stuff. Quite a lot of people are asking why you cut carbs within the programs that we do. So there's the old guy somebody who's been training a couple of years now, me. You see the whole thing is everybody says there's two types of diet. There's either high protein, high fat, or high protein, high carb. Obviously I think what we tend to do here and what I find works for me is cutting carb and keeping elevated fat. Well, what's the benefit of doing that?
Yeah, I mean the first rule of thumb, you've got to get things in order. Your main thing is calories. Your macronutrients are second after that. If your calories are right, you can do either of the two things. You can either increase muscle mass, or you can decrease your body fat.
Yeah.
If you're in a deficit, you've got in a good position where you can decrease body fat. If you're in a calorie surplus, so you're taking in more calories than your body needs, you've got a good chance of building muscle tissue. Because you can't create stuff from nothing, you've got to have the energy there. So again, the macronutrient side is whatever works for you. Some people love a keto where they've got high fat, they've got high protein, they've got hardly any carb. Some people respond well to that. Other people like high carbs with lower fat. As long as the calorie balance is right, then you're going to see the results. And everyone's slightly individual. Some people's literally the gut can't handle high fat.
Yeah.
We've had this situation. So they said, I can't do it. I'm feeling rubbish. And so we just put them straight down. We just change it over. Because the calories is your first thing. As long as that's right, you've got a good chance of making progress. So it's putting the things in order. For me, I like a nice little balance, to be honest. I like a moderate level of each, and I'm finding sort of a mid-range of protein, a good balance of protein, carbs and fats is working okay because it's sustainable.
Yeah.
I find it quite easy, and I'm sticking to the same plan I'm giving our guys that we're giving into the group. List of foods, following list of foods, and just making sure that macronutrients are making my calories, which puts me in a deficit pretty much every day, and occasionally come out of it to reset a few things.
It definitely depends on the individual. Obviously, mine, I've done macros, I've done plans, I've done whatever. I think I found it with my journey on the 8 week this time is literally because I'd set in, let's just say, go and eat that for 7 days. Then for me, yeah, that's just easy because I can prep, I can plan. So with work and with commuting and the travelling and everything that I do, I know I just make it all on a Saturday. I do it when I get home tonight. Freeze it all, and I know each day just pull it out, and then I've got my 5 meals bang, done, completely easy, and then I just have to just warm.
The main thing with any time that we're drilling this in over and over again is consistency.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, if you know where you are, it's easy to change it, and that's what it's up to us to do. So when we see results after we see you in the class and we ask you feedback, how you are doing, we have a check-in once you come in every week 4. We then change what we're doing depending on how your body's changing. But unless you're consistent with your training and your diet, we don't know where you are. So I mean, if you're eating 1,000 calories one day and 3,000 calories the next, and then 2,500 calories the next, you don't know where you are. If you're training 9 times 1 week and 2 times the next, you just
consistency.
Yeah. So as long as you've got those set patterns, it's quite easy to change. You've done the hard work, and you'll be surprised how fast things change once you get that balance right. And it's just staying on it, and not resisting the urge to fall off and go back to the way you probably used to be.
Not sneaking in 12 macro muffins at the end because it says macro muffin, you just think it's fine even though it's smashed full of hotel.
Yeah. That's it. Things that are
not that I do that at all.
I wouldn't, but again, I'm not the one. I'm going to say to everybody, my relationship with food is bad. When I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, I can still eat the way.
I think we'll come on to that in a minute. So a couple of member-specific questions and some trainer-specific and some from Sam. So first one is how long has your process taken for you from start to where you are?
In terms of getting my initial progress, mine was fairly quick. I probably got it done within sort of 4 to 6 months. That was from, I think I was 18.5 stone. But looking back, I didn't track. And I'm finding that tracking takes away the guesswork when I'm working with clients and stuff like that. But what I did is actually a bit of luck really behind it. It was just I burnt more calories. So when I started off, I was maybe doing 4K sessions a week. and Adam just gave me some advice on food. He said, right, put carbs away and eat this much food, which I stuck to. So I was eating lots of chicken, I mean high protein, I was eating a lot, I was sort of grazing all day long, but my food stayed constant. And then all I did, I got fitter and I got stronger. And I got a bit obsessed with it, to be honest, because I was training 20 plus times a week. So all it was is my calories went up. What I burned would go up and up and up and up and up, because I was getting fit and stronger. I could do more when I was training, and I was training more often. So over that course of 4 to 6, it's not the best way to do things. I mean, you shouldn't be training 20 times a week, but I loved it. So I was literally living in cave, doing as much as I could, and that got me to the point where I was quite happy. And then since then, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But it's never my goal to compete or do anything like that. I want to be fit, I want to be relatively strong, I want to be able to do little bits of everything. There's lots of stuff in training that I really like, weight sessions, CrossFit style stuff, loads of stuff that I really enjoy. And I change from month to month. One month I want to do one thing, one month I want to do the next. But yeah, initial drop, once I controlled the food that was going in, and then without even knowing it, just wanted to do more. If you look at it, it's similar to the way to what people do in terms of competition prep, because they do a certain amount of cardio and a certain amount of weights, and then that starts to build up and up and up, and the calories come down, so they're just eating less and burning more to get leaner and leaner and leaner as the body adapts. Whereas I was just eating the same and just doing more and more and more and more and more and more and more to an obsessive level, which again is not what you should be doing.
Yeah, I've been there. I've cut the morning sessions, so it's a lot better. How many slip-ups have you had?
Slip-ups as in terms of what, just dropping off a diet? I hardly ever stick to a diet in terms of 100%. I mean, people like the guys who do prep, Tess, Claire, Wes, those guys, if they